Welcome back onto Mamargo Exava TV. We're going to be with me, Princess Mugisha. Let's start with the news headlines. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Olivier Nduhungirehe, has addressed members of the National Consultative Forum of Political Organization on the current state of Rwanda's international relationship. On the forum conveys its General Assembly. Conservatives say no intent to revive the United Kingdom and Rwanda migration scheme. On the international scene, the Israel ground invasion traps hundreds of thousands in the Gaza city. Let's take a short break to be back into the news details. Welcome back into the news details, and let's start our news in Rwanda, where the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Olivier Nduhungirehe, has addressed members of the National Consultative Forum of Political Organization on the current states of the Rwanda's international relationship as the forum conveys its General Assembly. On the Rwanda Democratic Republic of Congo relationship, the Foreign Affairs Minister Olivier Nduhungirehe argued that the Democratic Republic of Congo has continued to violate the provision of the peace agreements aimed at finding a solution to the instability in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, stating that the DRC has once again resorted to using mercenaries from Colombia, while the hate speech and violence against the Banyamulenge and Tutsi communities continue to escalate. Turning to our next story, Deputy Governor Honorable Bagire emphasized that Rwanda's financial sector is well prepared for the UC Championship with a strong infrastructure, support for the related industries, and chance to showcase the country's regional financial and innovation capabilities.
Let's appreciate that UCI Championship happening in Rwanda and the continent for the first time is something very historic. But the financial sector is well prepared, I would say, to meet the needs of international guests and the participants. And I would say from three perspectives. One, in terms of readiness to serve and meet their financial needs. We have infrastructure to be able to accept international cards. We have digital payments that have been put in place, and as you've heard, we also have forexes that are able to meet the needs of the participants that are engaged in the world cycling. Two, as you saw from the governor's statement, the financial sector is also supporting the other sectors that complement these kind of events, be it hospitality, be it transport, either from financing their needs and also from ensuring them. That's the other perspective that I would look at it. Third is also to appreciate that events such as this give an opportunity not only for the financial sector, but also for the country to showcase its readiness, to showcase its ability as a regional hub for finance, for investments, and for innovation. So all to say is that I do not see this as a one-off sporting event, as the cyclists are competing on our roads. It's an opportunity to demonstrate the resilience of the financial sector, the investments that are being done, and the robustness of the financial sector. That's the response I would provide.
Let's turn our focus to this story where the United Kingdom Conservative Party has indicated plans to revive its scheme to remove migrants to Rwanda, which was halted when the Labour Party came into power in 2024. Chris Philip said that the party intends to bring back the plan during the recent interview with the GB News, where he responded to questions about the scheme's effectiveness. Asked about how many migrants had been sent to Rwanda while the Conservatives were last in the government, Philip noted that were removed due to practical legal battle that delayed the process, except for the 4 who moved voluntarily. The next UK general election is scheduled for 2029, and Philip indicated that if the Conservatives return to power, Rwanda migration scheme could be restated. The UK's Labour government formally scrapped the plans last year to remove migrants who entered the UK illegally for further processing, citing legal and ethical concerns. Since then, it has faced mounting pressure for not offering a credible alternative to manage irregular migration. Prime Minister Keir Starmer's administration remained under scrutiny domestically for the absence of replacement policy. Meanwhile, the European Union is reportedly warning up to similar scheme, and the United States has also signed the agreement with Rwanda to address its own migration challenges. On August 6th, U.S. Border Chief Tom defended the agreement while openly criticizing Britain's failure to follow through on its own arrangement with Rwanda. Let's take a short break. We'll be back into the international news.
Welcome to Albert.
Let's take a look into the international news, where the Israeli military kills at least 29 Palestinians across the Gaza Strip since the dawn, including the 19 in Gaza City, where the major offensive continued despite the threats of the sanctions against Israel. Sandra Tumukunde proceeds.
Affecting international news, let's begin with African news. The United National Body for Human Rights in South Sudan has called the government's child about reason against opposition leader Riek Machar Lucas. South Sudan first Vice President Machar President of prison and other serious crime local justice advocates Saturday on fears role that East African countries could edge toward return of civil war. Machar has been under arrest since March after the transition government is part of accusing him subversive activities against President Salva Kiir, who said Thursday that he was suspending Machar as his deputy because criminal allegations. Pro-government troops have been fighting military and other armed groups that they say are loyal to Machar, who has served as his country number 2 under the terms of delicate peace deal signed in 2018. That agreement has not been fully implemented, with presidential election repeatedly postponed. In addition, the prison Machar and 7 others faces charge of another conspiracy, terrorism, destruction of policy, property, and military assets, and crimes against humanity. The charges stem from violent incidents in March in a military known as White Army overran a prison of government troops, killing its commanding officer and others. The Justice Ministry said in a statement Saturday that the attack in unnecessary after the United States were impressed by Machar and others by coordinated military and political structure. Very charges against Machar is like to further establish the South Sudan. U.S. government faces pressure from regional leaders to reach political agreement that prevent a return to full-blown war. It was not immediately clear when Machar would be represented in a courtroom. His presence were about in South Sudan and unknown, and his political supporters have long fought for his freedom. Let's turn on European news. On Thursday, US President Donald Trump and his host UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer will break down on critical business on the second day of his state visit. Netanyahu has a fierce coalition of extreme right-wing parties, some of which represent ultra-Orthodox Jews, and maintain his thin majority of Knesset. Vladimir Balakin, another Knesset member, hosted on it that the establishment of draft judges is picking McHenry's coalition allied even to go. The to Albert soldier last night, but as far as that Nomo and Likuti are concerned, this is a reasonable price of maintaining power.
As we come to the end of the news edition today, let's go back with the news headlines. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Olivier Nduhungirehe, is addressed members of the National Consultative Forum of Political Organization on the current state of the Rwanda's international relationship as the forum convenes its General Assembly. Consultatives say intend to revive the United Kingdom and Rwanda migration scheme. On the international scene, the Israel ground invasion traps hundreds of thousands in the Gaza City. Thanks for having me. Stay tuned.